Today we got a story about this kid who made his entire presentation about the Backrooms, even though it was very explicitly said that the presentation had to be on something that, a real life thing. It was pretty awkward. Subscribe if you're new, and let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story, let's call him Adam. So anyways, right, Adam was at his cousin's place, and Adam's cousin was, I don't know, he was in third grade or something. He was a young guy. And Adam was staying over at his cousin's place with his aunt and uncle. I don't totally know why. It might have been part of some kind of vacation or some kind of trip, or for some reason he was there. And it also happened to be that it was Parents' Day at Adam's cousin's school. You know what? We're going to call Adam's cousin Ben, because that's the name I use always. And also it's going to be easier than me saying Adam's cousins, whatever, right? So Ben, right? So Ben, it was Parents' Day at his school. And since Adam was at the house, Ben's parents were like, hey, Adam, do you want to just come with us? Like, we're going to be gone for the entire day. You're not really going to have a car around here. And you can't really do anything. Do you want to just come in? And Adam was like, yeah, sure, whatever. That sounds fun. So sure enough, right, they're getting in the car the morning of Parents' Day. And Ben has this little kind of like box with him. And Adam's like, oh man, like what's in the box? He's like, well, you can't see it now. And Adam's like, all right, Ben, don't worry about it. I was just wondering. And Ben's like, no, it's okay. You're going to see it later today. And Adam's like, what do you mean I'm going to see it later today? And Ben's like, well, since it's Parents' Day, we're having a whole presentation about our favorite places on Earth in front of everyone, and I just want to make it a big surprise for you, and I don't want you to see it. And Adam's like, all right, that sounds fair enough, and it did sound fair enough. And so sure enough, right, they get to the school, and, Adam, Ben's parents, and Ben, they go around to Ben's classes. They go to PE class. It's a pretty standard Parents' Day. I don't know if you guys had Parents' Day at your school, but more or less that just means like, the parents or relatives come to the school and see what they, their kid or grandkid or I don't know, their niece or whoever, right? What they're doing at the school. And it was fun enough. It was fair enough. And this was all until, Jeff was, not Jeff, sorry, that was the name from the last dude in the story. And this was when Adam, it was Ben's class, and it was time for the Ben's presentation. And Adam, Ben's parents, and Ben were all sitting there. And sure enough, right, Adam is like looking around. The kids are going up and they're doing presentations. They're doing presentations on my favorite place on planet Earth is my backyard because I love nature and whatever. Some kids are like, I love California. I go there to see my uncle. I love the beach. I love to be there. Some people are like, I love Antarctica because it is cold like ice. Like my soul. I don't know if anyone did that. But anyways, right, so Adam was actually kind of interested. All right, where's my little cousin Ben's favorite place? And he was in Adam's head, he was like, oh, maybe it's his backyard, or oh, maybe it's that park he always loves to go to, or maybe it's his room because he likes video games or something. I don't know. So anyways, it was finally, the teacher was going down the line. It's like, all right, Ben, it's time for you. So Ben got up and he had a little poster board. That was the thing he was hiding from everyone because he kind of folded it inwards. And he gets up and he stands up in front of the entire class full of all of his classmates and his classmates' parents and relatives. And he gets up there and there's a desk next to him. The desk is that you can put anything you brought with you for your presentation on there. For example, the kid who did a presentation on his backyard, he brought some pine cones from the tree that dropped them. And so Ben has this whole poster board, and the teacher is kind of like, oh, you brought a poster board, like you went above and beyond, thank you very much, like that's so nice. And so Ben unfolds the poster board, and in big letters it says the Backrooms, and it has photos printed out from the internet of random screenshots of that very viral video from Kane Pixels about the Backrooms. For you guys who don't know, the Backrooms are an internet urban legend of like basically clip out of reality, which is a video game term. You basically phase out of reality or this base reality into like secret rooms that exist in another dimension, and there's creatures there. The videos are very interesting. Kane Pixels did an incredible job just to film like this. The cinematography is insane on that video if you haven't seen it already. But sure enough, right, in big letters it says the Backrooms. And at that point, Adam is like, oh no. Because the thing is, this wasn't do a presentation on anything. It was choose a place that exists, your favorite place, and make a presentation on it. And spoiler, the back rooms don't exist, guys. I mean, for all I know, I'm just gonna assume that they don't look. If they do exist, I'm gonna assume that they don't look like they do in the, I don't know, in the Kane Pixels video. Maybe that was a real video, guys. Who knows? But sure enough, Adam was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna fail this. Like, oh God, this is not good." And so sure enough, Adam's little brother, Ben. It's his cousin. Ben goes up there and says, "So today, I will be talking about my favorite place on planet Earth, the back rooms." And the whole class kind of looks at it, or the parents are kind of like, what? And all the other classmates are like, "Ooh, the back rooms, it's so interesting. I knew that they were real." And Ben goes on to say, like, "Yes, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the back rooms." And he points to a photo of the monster in the video. He's like, "If you're in the back rooms and you see this monster, run away. He is very bad." And then he points to a photo of like a bunch of offices, like, the back rooms with like the big yellow light offices that keep going on forever. He's like, this is the back rooms. It is my favorite place ever. Thank you guys very much. The presentation was literally like 45 seconds. And everyone very politely claps. They're like, "Okay, nice." And the teacher's like, "Okay, Ben, very nice. Thank you." And sure enough, they're walking along. And Ben goes back, sits down, and he turns around. He's like, "What do you guys think about the presentation?" And Adam was like, "It was great. Like, I really enjoyed it. I like the visual aids." And Ben's parents were like, "Yeah, this was good, Ben. This was really good." And Ben was like, "Sweet, thanks." And sure enough, the other presentations go on. And none of the other presentations were on mythical lands or lands that just didn't exist on planet Earth. So Adam started to get kind of worried. He was a little worried for his cousin because he wanted his cousin to do well. Real quick, comment back rooms or the back rooms in the comment section right now if you made it this far into the video, just to see. I just want to see how many people made it this far. And also, if you want to help the channel out, go ahead and watch another video after this one. By binge watching or chain viewing these videos, it really boosts me in the algorithm. And since I took a break recently, I really would appreciate it, and thank you. Anyways, right, Adam was, for the rest of that class, was kind of just sitting there and was like, "Oh God, like, he's going to get a bad grade. It's my fault. I should have figured out what he was doing beforehand and told him not to do that. I should have been the bigger, older cousin and, went in there and fixed things, and it's my fault." Adam was really beating himself up for letting his little cousin, go and do a presentation on the back rooms, which, first of all, Adam, like, bro, You weren't there, and also when you tried to figure it out, like right as they were getting into the car, he wouldn't let you see. Like, you can't feel too bad about that. But anyways, Adam felt bad. He had a big heart or whatever. And sure enough, right, Adam, once the class ends, the bell rings, and the teacher's like, "All right, guys, you will be going over to, I don't know, Station 5 on your little sheet." They gave out a sheet of paper for all the parents to have to see, all right, Station 3 is in this place, and it's going to be the arts class or whatever, right? So everyone starts walking out, and Adam goes to Ben's parents and says, "Hey, like, I'm going to catch up with you. I know where you guys are going. I have a sheet myself. I just need to go to the bathroom or something," right? And so Adam waits till everyone leaves, and the teacher's there, and he walks up to the teacher, and the teacher's like, "Hi there, like, can I help you?" And Adam's like, "Hey, I'm Ben's older cousin. Like, I just wanted to say that, Ben is such a great kid. He really tries really hard. I know he put a lot of work into the presentation, but I also know that, the presentation wasn't really within the bounds of, what the class is supposed to be on. And I just want you to, I just wanted to know if you could go easy on him if you're going to give him a bad grade, or if you have to give him a bad grade, at least give him some feedback or tell him he did a good job, man." And the teacher looks at him and is like, "Why do you think I'm going to give Ben a bad grade? It was a great presentation." And Adam's like, "Well, I mean, the parameters of the presentation were very clearly, you had to do something that really existed and you had to do a presentation." And the teacher looks at Adam and is like, "Adam, those are kind of loose boundaries. What I care about is that, the kids put a lot of effort into the presentation, and the presentation, I didn't really care about the material. What really mattered was that they that they stood up in front of all their peers and all these strangers / their parents and were brave enough to do a presentation. That's all I wanted. and your cousin, Ben, did a fantastic job and will be getting great marks for it. So Adam was like, oh, well, thank you very much. And, he was like, the teacher was like, well, you can't thank me, thank Ben. Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it, do it.